Hey there. So, hopefully, you're starting to get more and more ideas and ways to kind of break through your creative blocks. But one of the very best ways is to just start making stuff using free software, free tools, free images, free video, and free music. Because if you are just sitting around staring at a blank screen or a blank canvas waiting for an idea, that's going to freeze you up. But if you start at least thinking about, I want to do something with animals, and you start looking at pictures with animals or start working with templates, etc., and you start putting something together, you're going to get ideas as you're working. One of my very best creativity boosting techniques is going to one of my sources for free images, music, and videos for your projects. I will give you the link to this blog post on my website, and I will talk to you a little bit more about copyright law and what you can and cannot do when using other people's images. But I have here a whole list of places where you can get free Creative Commons images that you can start working with as a base. So some people maybe will take a picture of a rocket ship and start tracing over it and throw out the original photograph, and boom, you have an illustration. Other people want to make photo collages, or they want to go into a free program like Canva and put images together, maybe even ones that you took, right? So there's all kinds of places where you can get free professionally shot photographs and illustrations uh, online. So this is my big list. There's also an area if you're someone who wants to play around with video or animation. There's places where you can get free, royalty-free music and sound effects that you can put together either in an audio project or as the soundtrack for a video or animation that you're making. And then you also can use free videos. Many of you maybe want to make a website, or you've seen websites that have video backgrounds. These are great places to get free professionally shot video that you can use in your website projects, but also in your video and animation project. So I highly recommend just browsing this resource, and then let me show you. So this is a blog that I have with my students in Yangon. They're secondary students at Fallon International School. And here's just 4 samples. These are grades 6 through 11. And many of them have absolutely zero design or art experience. And what we did in the class is I had them go to those websites, find an animal of their choice, and then we brought the photo in a free program called GIMP, which you can download for free. I'll leave the link for you. And then they brought in their photo, and then they used the drawing tools in GIMP in a different layer to trace over the photo, made their little tweaks here and there, and then they threw out the original photo and they were left with different kinds of illustrations. So these are 4 just different examples. So some just did a black and white drawing like this one with the elephant, and she really played around with the different thicknesses of lines to get those wrinkles in the skin. And then others were kind of more colorful, more blocky. This student used a big fat brush, almost like a paintbrush, to draw around a dog, and you can actually see remnants of the original photograph in the background here. So that's another way that you can start making stuff without worrying so much that you're completely on your own. So my other suggestions are going to a great website such as Canva. I'm already logged in. Canva.com is a great website because they give you all kinds of templates. So if you don't have an idea, you can borrow an idea and just start putting in your own text and your own words. So if we were going to make a Facebook cover, for example, and just for example, it gives you all kinds of templates. Obviously, you want to use the free ones unless you want to pay to use it. But let's say, I don't know, we choose one of these. Boom, right? So Canva gives you a template, and then anything you click on, you're gonna get settings for. So flip this in. You can change the position. Usually I start with the text. So anything I click on allows me to click on the text, and I can change the font if I want to, the colors, etc. I apologize because I don't have so much time to go into every single program I want to show you, but I just want to give you a taste of all the free tools out there where you can use templates to get started. So if I wanted to change the image, in Canva, you have the elements section over here. And if I wanted a picture of a tree, for example, it has all kinds of free photos and graphics here. So if I wanted to, I can bring this in here, actually, right? With photos, you can replace this photo with something else. Okay, so anyway, it lets you drag in any photos that you want. And of course, if you have your own photo, you just upload an image there. These are some of my students from Mandalay in Myanmar. Mandalay teaching a social media course. And there we are, right? So anyway, just an example in Canva. Obviously, then when I'm happy with this, I can go and I can download it and use it anywhere I want. That's just Canva. I have a full course on this, by the way, I should mention, but you don't need a full course to get started, right? There's other kinds of tools besides Canva. So if you want to make a website, there's Wix.com, which also is very easy and intuitive. You just go in, and obviously I'm logged in, but you go in and you can create a new site. And you just say, what kind of site do you want to make? Templates for portfolio and CV. Now, it'll actually make one for you, but if you choose a template, it's the same thing as Canva. You just go in, let's say I like this one. You just go in and you start editing. All right, so here's my template. It's the same thing. And there's a bunch of help videos to help you with anything if you get confused. Anything, just like in Canva, I can change. And anything I select, I have settings for, right? So I can change my font, the color, etc. I want to change. Boom. So I have that. I can change pictures if I want to, change image. So anything I click on, it gives me settings for. I have a bunch of bunny images in here already, but you also have the same option in Wix. What I wanted to say is that basically Wix, just like Canva, gives you free images that you can use. So for example, ta-da, there it is. So I know it seems a bit overwhelming just coming in here and starting off, but basically that's how it works. You can click on anything, start changing it. You have buttons. Up the top here you have pages. So right now we're on the home page. We can manage pages, and there's actually a resume page. When I click on it, I'm taken to the resume page, and I can edit that as well. I can get rid of pages or add my own. And then when I'm done, I can preview my website and publish my website, and this is all for free. So that is the world's quickest introduction to Wix. Yet again, I'll just say it once so I don't have to say it for each example, but I have a course, a larger course for every single one of these tools that I'm going to show you. But anyway, so that's Wix. And what else did I want to show you? I wanted to show you Powtoon. So Powtoon is just like Canva, just like Wix. I'm not going to get into it here, but you sign up, you go in, and you have templates, and then you just swap the stuff around. You can have your own animations, you can put your own music in, you can write the text and determine the story. And if you follow a template, it's much easier than if you're just trying to do everything from scratch. So there's Powtoon. Okay, and then there's Stencil. And so one thing I like about this one is you just grab an image, whatever you like, text here, which be light if it's going to be on that dark background. But then the thing I like about Stencil is just like Canva, but they have a bunch of quotes here. Boom. Creativity is a gift. It doesn't come through if the air is cluttered. John Lennon. Thank you, John Lennon. So anyway, you can move stuff around, but it just makes it really easy to make an inspiring quote that you can share on social media. That took me, what, 2 minutes? And then you basically can download it or share it right on social media. So that's that. So there's a bunch of free tools that you can start using right away, plus you know where to get free images, free videos, and free music. So now you really have no excuse. So if you still are not feeling creative, then maybe you should just not worry about it and just start making stuff instead and see if that helps give you ideas. All right, I hope this helps. See you in the next lesson.